Hey, good morning, folks. It is Sunday, and I'm kind of rushed because actually I woke up late on purpose because I stayed up late working on the projects that I had, which reminds me that I wasn't able to get my father-in-law's Unify controller working. I think it's something the matter with the Raspberry Pi, but I have another one. So while I'm at church, I'm going to be fixing that. Today we're going to be live streaming through Vimeo and rebroadcasting to Facebook. Make sure that goes smooth. I have all these TP-Link stuff that I got, so the idea is to TP-Link the entire media booth so that everything can be controlled from a smart plug upstairs and downstairs. So I'm going to be laying the foundation for that, and something just fell. And got hired to play for a church, so I gotta, right after church, go to this other church and have a quick choir rehearsal with them because I have to play for them on the 9th. The smartphone class is on Saturday. Monday, I'm going back to Waynes, Virginia, and I got some other projects that are going on throughout the week. So let's go to church, folks. I'm gonna let somebody be on my video today.
Hi.
So you gotta say who you are.
I'm Julia.
And who are you?
And that's Uncle AJ.
Oh, so wait a minute. So what do them people say on them channels that you watch?
Hit that subscribe button, turn notifications, and give us a huge thumbs up.
Yeah. So like I said, one of the projects that was tasked with is an ability to turn on the entire sound system at the church when there's no one there from a media ministry standpoint. So after doing some research and still got some more research to do, I think it's going to be doable with the TP-Link smart appliances and things like that. So I purchased a couple of bulbs, switches, and a couple of outlets, and maybe a power strip, and we're gonna get all this stuff set up to see if it's possible to turn this all on with the press of a button. Alright, so this is my normal routine. Now I thought I was late, but I'm still the first person here. So getting over here, we're here on Vimeo, and we need to, the one downside to the Vimeo thing is you have to go into the project to get it set up. So let me go into my live streaming event that I set up, which is here. And then we come through here next, and then we have to get it connected with OBS from here. So this screen has to be up before you do anything. Alright, got the code in, we're set to Vimeo, and it's already going to be rebroadcast to our church website. So in about, technically I could start it right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some other stuff set up first, and then I'm going to start this in about 15 minutes. So here's an example of what I was talking about. These are our regular projectors, and this is the image. And, but yet still, this is what the image could look like, and it's just because those projectors cannot, they're old, they're dying, the bulbs are going bad as well. So what I'd love to do is replace those with some laser projectors in the near future. So I'm not going to be live streaming anymore because we just had a group issue that happened here. First off, Facebook is not letting us post anything, so we can't let everybody know that we can't live stream to that, and we're live streaming through Vimeo. But we just had an interesting situation happen. So I won't be vlogging while here I'm at church because we have a lot of fires we're going to have to put out throughout the whole service. So I would chime in when we're done. So this is how it normally goes. So I got Taurus over here. Taurus, is this how it normally goes here when we do this stuff?
Some days better than others.
Alright, so today went fairly decently. Had a bunch of issues. It looked like today something was going on with Facebook because I couldn't post anything. We couldn't do our live stream. So the test of actually the way I wanted to do with Vimeo, live streaming, and then going to Facebook at the same time didn't work exactly the way I wanted to. We were able to still live stream directly through Vimeo, so that was great. But it wouldn't let us post on Facebook to let everybody know that we were live streaming somewhere else. And by the time I actually was able to post on my personal account or on the church's account, I guess Facebook had already fixed whatever they were doing. But we got 6 people watching on Vimeo, and then we got more people when I guess Facebook's fixed their issue, and I was able to just press that destination button in Vimeo, and it broadcast to Facebook without any issue. So it worked, not exactly the way I wanted to, but it did work. And the fact that it's already there, it's already showing for next Sunday, so that part is cool. Did some other tests, and we were able to, I talked through some of the guys that were upstairs in the media booth, and we were able to talk through getting everything, talking them through what they thought about a smart, intelligent kind of like light switch turning on everything in the media booth. And they were like, yo, that's essential. Like, we need this now. So I pulled down one of the switches just to see, and I think it will work. I need to do a little bit more research, and I definitely need to find the cutoff so I can kill the power there. So don't want to fry myself, but I think it will work. The only thing I need to test is when I hit it, will it shut everything off sequentially as well? That's the only problem that I need to work through. But as well, we still need to find a way to connect the amps to turn those things on. But it's looking promising. The main issue, I probably think we're about 70% of the way there to where it will actually be desirable the way it wants to work. And the only other thing I need to find are some sconces or some type of desk lamp or something that will use the LED Wi-Fi light bulbs. And I'm probably going to use IFTTT to connect with it to when it detects a live stream or something like that, it will go live. Or I might have to do something different, some custom coding or something like that. So I am on my way back to New Jerusalem Baptist Church because they want me to come there and play for them on him and his choir for Friday, and then possibly Sunday. Sunday I'm going to find an answer to. It's second Sunday. I don't believe I need to be there. And they start an hour later. So if anything, I'll probably get everything set up at my church, then mosey on over. And it's about a 15-minute drive between churches, so I can make it. So that's probably what I'll do. So let's get on the road and get over here and set up a choir rehearsal. All right, so we're at church number 2, and I just finished going over some music with the choir that I'm going to be playing for on Friday and maybe possibly Sunday. So I'm back here at Jerusalem Baptist, and where we install the computer and all this other stuff like that. So everybody's happy with the stuff that we got set up here. But again, going back to the first love, the music part, so I'm helping them with that. So I wasn't, also on a side note, I wasn't able to get my father-in-law's stuff fixed, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and actually get a cloud key to replace the Raspberry Pi that I had in place. I don't know what was going on with that, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna order that here in a little bit, and then I'm waiting for the pastor because they also want me to build them a website. So I'm waiting for that to get that stuff squared away. Then I'm heading back to the house to do some more work, video editing, post-production, website, on demand. It just never ends. But you gotta love it when you're doing stuff like this. All right, so based out of my current setup, when it comes to business as well as for all the stuff I do at church, what I'd really love to do is upgrade my system to I think it's the 3900X Ryzen chip with the 12 cores, 24 threads, and have that, because I think that would be a beast of a machine to go through all the video stuff that I'm doing. Switch over to some of these faster NVMe drives that take advantage of the PCIe Express 4 slots that they're talking about. Is super fast. And I I have a Synology, which honestly I need to update, because even though I have 10 terabytes of storage, doing video every single day on top of my GoPro, my camera, my camcorder, my drone, my phone, I pretty much shoot maybe about 45 gigs of video every day, and that eats up fast. So based on my Synology, I can always drop some new hard drives in there. Probably the next move I'm going to make, instead of, because I went with one Synology that I have right now that's for all of my personal stuff and family stuff, and then I have another 4-bay Synology which is just for business. So what I'll probably do is, right now there are two terabyte drives in there and 2 4 terabyte drives in there right now. And I'm sorry, I said, so in total between both of the Synology, it's actually 10 terabytes. But what I would want to do is probably take out the 2 terabytes in my business Synology and actually put in 2 10 terabyte drives in there. With the secondary drive mainly is doing a backup of the original. So it's not really, it's not that you have 20 terabytes, you only got 10, because it's making a rolling backup just in case anything happens. But ultimately, if money wasn't really a problem at all, not that it was a problem, if money wasn't an issue, I would probably get one of the, one of the 9 bays, and then put nothing but 16 terabyte drives in each slot. That would be awesome. And that would give me, and I think those units actually have the 10 gigabit connections as well too. So I will put a 10 gigabit card in my computer, so it'll be a blazing fast connection between that and here. Now, I honestly, that same setup, that's what I would have personally. But if we had more people at my church that were doing heavy editing, the same stuff that I'm doing right now at home on a church level, I would honestly suggest the same thing. A digital backup like a Synology or any one of these network attached storage solutions, honestly, I think is a must. Just especially when you got to think of it. It's the same thing as, like, even at my dad. He, like I said, he was a pastor until about 2 days before he died. So like 30-some plus years. And even at my mom's house, there are still cabinets and boxes of tapes that honestly I want to convert over, but it would just take so much time because I don't have a speed converter or nothing like that. It had to be played back in real time to digitize it. But just like he has that, there are so many other churches, even my church, there are file cabinets that have tapes or stuff like that. And you really got to think about, just like you have an analog, you're going to need a digital version of that to start storing all the stuff. And like, we've moved that way. We don't make DVDs anymore. We just make an ISO of the DVD if we ever have to go burn one for somebody. But mainly we upload our stuff to Vimeo and YouTube, and instead of us maintaining a backup, we put that out there, and now that's one less thing that we have to worry about, because their backup strategy is way better than what ours will be. So yeah, we still may keep a backup here and there, but the main service is going to be kept on the cloud for our podcast, on YouTube, Vimeo, and then for the full service, the entire thing is going to be on Vimeo for our on demand. So if we ever needed to, we would just download that and burn that to a DVD. So that's kind of the strategy. So what I need to do now, first off, I need to stop saying so. I just realized that when I'm doing my videos, I say so over and over again. So I just said it again. I need to make a conscious effort to not say that word as much. I was getting ready to say it again. That's funny. I will, after eating, start doing post-production. I may live stream it. Probably will. I've been having some issues with the sound. I've had a couple of people say when I live stream, they're not able to hear. The plan, see, I was getting ready to say it again. So the plan, the plan is to test that out to make sure I can hear perfectly fine. Then I will share that to other places, because I'm working towards just doing a live stream personal to the people in the For Me group, Facebook group, as well as my Patreon folks. And then after that, I will edit it to get all the other stuff out of the way so that people can watch the regular live stream of just me working. So, and there it was again. I need to stop saying that. So, I think I'm using so instead of at the same time as a placeholder or something. Need to call some folks, and we will start the post-production once I get in front of the computer. Well, hello, XLR cables for Sharon Baptist Church. Alright, so as you can see, I'm trying to get my post-production shown here. Had a lot of stuff going on that kind of threw me off, but we are getting ready to go live here in a second. So once I finish this, I am talking with one of the churches to get their website done and handed off, starting on the other church website, and then I have to go to sleep because I got to drive down to Wings, Virginia tomorrow so that I can finish up their stuff up there. And then I got a bunch of other projects. As you can see, I'm dabbling with the light here that I have set up so that when I go live, the light comes on, and that's just to let everybody know that I'm live. And I'm still going to be playing around with that, and I'm probably going to be at the church trying to change out some of these switches tomorrow when I'm done. So let's get this live stream set up, and if I don't come back, well, I'll be back. This card is going through the video to make thumbnails for every second. What I have here is I want a thumbnail at the very beginning, at the end, because I don't necessarily need it because I'm looking at the sound to make my adjustment. But that's just why, for those people who asked why I was doing that. So I kind of excited, got another church set up, and actually I'm probably gonna document this whole thing because this is a church that literally has nothing. No email, no website, no social media, no nothing. So I'm gonna walk them through and walk y'all through the entire process of getting them set up from the very beginning. So I just set up their Bluehost and got them set up for about, I think, 2 years. And what I'm going to start doing is setting up a theme and then going through the whole process of their social media, their emails, everything to get them up to speed. All right. So it looks like I may not have to make that trip down to Wings, Virginia. I just got a text from the guy I'm talking to down there, and he said he's feeling comfortable to handle the hooking up the other cable. So just waiting to hear back from him. If that's good, that's cool. I don't have to drive across that bridge again, but again, as long as he feels comfortable that he can get everything set up, I am cool with that. So I can actually sleep in a little bit later, which ain't gonna happen. I always wake up at the same time anyway. So what I'll do is probably head up to the church and start playing around with some of these outlets and stuff like that, and continue working on the websites, which I honestly will still do throughout the night. Let me cook some dinner, and that's about it. And probably get back into reading some more of my book to get this right. So again, like I said, this vlog challenge is very interesting, but I am staying committed to doing it. So I hope y'all like this type of content. If you do, I appreciate a like. Consider subscribing and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos, especially these vlog videos about a everyday media ministry volunteer who does this pretty much 24/7 and runs a business on the side. So this is AJ, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Later.